Welcome into the Beat Sessions. I am your host, Mitchell Weary. I am really excited to talk about Leon Bridges and his brand new record, Gold Digger Sound, which he released on July 23rd. This is his third studio album. It is his follow-up to 2018's Good Thing, and it is always an excellent thing to have Leon back with brand new music. He's definitely one of my favorite artists to emerge within the last 5 years, and this album is exceptional. It's been a little rainy in the Tucson area where I lived the last few days since this album's release, and I have absolutely enjoyed waking up every morning with a cup of coffee, watching the rain, and listening to this record. It has so much soul. It is so chill. I'm going to coin it ambient R&B, but there's a lot more going on here. Leon expanding on that amazing sound that he introduced to the world with his debut record and Coming Home. And I love, if you're not familiar with this guy too, I love his story. His character just is impressive. He strikes me as a good all-around dude, as well as being an amazing artist, but was just playing live open mics nonstop while working at a restaurant in Fort Worth. Was discovered, and 7 months later, he was enormous. And this record capturing this amazing sound that really makes me think of Sam Cooke and Otis Redding. But Coming Home captures everything sonically, I feel like, that was going on in the 60s. From doo-wop to mod rock, garage rock. There's a little bit of psychedelic feel to his music. You definitely get some surf rock in the guitar work. And that is definitely one of the things that impresses me the most about this guy is his guitar work. And he doesn't do too much. He's so creative, and he writes excellent riffs, but nothing that's ever overdone, overproduced. He's really good at just kind of letting space, fill that sound out, which is something that I think all good guitar players do. Knowing when to hit notes and when not to hit notes, and just these little riffs that are driving so many of these songs throughout Gold Digger Sound are really so much fun to listen to, and they're so well built into these songs. Especially with this ethereal R&B feel. This album reminds me if the Black Pumas and Thievery Corporation collaborated on a record. That's really the feeling that I'm getting from this album. I love how laid back it is. I love the themes of love, the way he's dealing with all that lyrically. Some of it is positive, some of it is negative. Let's be real. It's hard to not be cynical about love sometimes, but it's also not, it's also tough to escape being enraptured by someone from time to time. It's just the nature of the thing. It is a beast. And I'm really loving the way Leon is working with it from start to finish on this record. Born Again, great vocal intro, just loving his voice again. Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, just this hint of raspiness to it, but it's just, it's so sultry as well. Gentle piano and sax, kind of this jazz drive at the opening of the track, and then the beat kicks in and you really start to feel that ambient sound that's going to carry this record. Motorbike, the second track, it's got a great vocal hook, nice and breezy. Simple guitar and drums that drive the record. Kind of reminds me of the band Stateless a little bit, if you're familiar with them. The song Steam comes in at third. It's going to pick things up a little bit as far as the pace of the record. It's got this R&B feel, a little bit of a disco vibe to it. And again, that's the big thing on this record that is so much fun. Little pockets of different influences as far as disco, funk. Even some contemporary stuff on the fifth song, Magnolia, and the eighth song, Show Enough, which probably has my favorite vocal hook on the record. But both those songs incorporating a little bit of that trap influence on the hi-hat and the percussion area. And so all of this stuff, what I'm loving about it is that it's so organic and it just feels so natural. Nothing feels forced, nothing feels contrived. Really a testament to Leon's abilities as a songwriter, drawing on different things, but allowing enough of those nuances to build a song and not necessarily let one feature drive the sound and allow overproduction to ruin a track. We see it a lot. It's really easy to happen. Really, again, a good sign of an amazing songwriter and producer. Why Don't You Touch Me? Really just loving the feel of that track. Wonderful love song there. Again, Magnolia's Details is the seventh track. Brightens up. You get a little more of that jazzy vibe on this record and that song. And then the 10th song, Don't Worry, features Ink, is amazing. It is just this 6 minute plus. I think it's closer to 7 minutes. Just a phenomenal penultimate track. Great opus to close this album out. Really highlighting all of those influences on this record that Leon's incorporating into this album, and I'm really just super pleased with this record. Vinyl, please, all day, every day. I'm excited for this man and his career. He continues to expand on a sound that I've always loved and enjoyed, and he's one of my favorites because of that. And kudos to him for this project. It's really well done, and I think you'll enjoy it. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, tune into the live show when it returns on September 12th, and we will see you next time on the Beat Sessions.